My name is Dolores. I am 93 years old. And everybody lies to you about this part. Not on purpose, they just do not know. And the ones who do know are too polite to say it, or they are already dead. So I am going to tell you what 93 actually feels like from the inside. All of it, including 2 or 3 things I have never said out loud to my own children. Some of it is not what you think. First thing, and this is the one that gets everybody, you do not feel old in there. I am 93 and the woman inside me is about 34. She has not aged one single day. She has the same opinions, the same nerve, the same smart mouth. And every morning, she walks into the bathroom in a row house in Philadelphia and gets introduced to a stranger all over again. You never get used to it. 70 years of mornings, and I have not gotten used to it once. Second thing, time goes wrong. Both directions at the same time. A day is about 11 hours long. Tuesday afternoon lasts a week. I can sit in that chair and watch the light move across the floor, and it takes a geological age. And the year is about 6 weeks. It is July right now. I have not the faintest idea what happened to spring. Somebody took it. Nobody warns you that the day gets slower while the year gets faster. It makes you feel like you are falling down a hill in slow motion. Third thing, and this one made me furious for about 10 years before I made my peace with it. You go invisible. But it is not the way people think. It is not that nobody sees you. It is that they see you and then they talk over the top of your head to whoever brought you. I go to a restaurant with my daughter Kathleen. The girl comes over and she looks at Kathleen and says, "And what would she like?" She, standing right there, 93, not deaf, ordering my own food since 1939. I used to correct them. Now I just answer anyway and let it be awkward for everybody. And I will be honest with you, I enjoy it. Fourth, and this is the one I never hear anybody say. People stop asking you questions. They tell you things. Oh, they will tell you plenty. They will update you. But nobody asks me what I think about anything anymore. Nobody asks me for advice. And it has been maybe 15 years since anybody asked me a question they did not already know the answer to. You do not notice it happening. Then one day you realize you have been talked at for a decade. If any of this is landing on you, do me a kindness and press the like button and subscribe if you would care to sit with me again. And tell me in the comments where you are watching from, the city, the state, the country. At 93, it does something for a person to know these words got out of this house and went somewhere. Now here is the one I have never said out loud. Not to Kathleen, not to Michael, not to Denise, not to anybody. Nobody touches you. My Jimmy died in 2007. 53 years we were married. And when a person like that goes, the touching goes with him. And there is nothing that comes along after to replace it. I'm not talking about romance. I'm 93. I'm not sitting here pining. I mean a hand. I mean somebody's arm against your arm on a couch. I mean being touched by a human being for no reason at all. There are weeks where the only person who puts a hand on me is a doctor, and that does not count. And every old person watching this knows exactly why it does not count. Now I will tell you something, and you are going to think it is sad. But I want you to hear the whole thing before you decide. I go to the hairdresser every Friday morning. Have for 19 years. My hair does not need doing every Friday. My hair has not needed doing every Friday since around 2011. I go because a woman named Angela puts her hands on my head for 40 minutes and talks to me like I'm a person. 19 years of Fridays. I have never told my daughters that. They think I am vain. Now they will know. And that is all right. I am 93. They can handle it. Fifth thing. Grief stops making sense. I do not cry about Jimmy much anymore. 19 years. You find a place to put it. But my mother died in 1974, 52 years ago. And in April, I was standing at the sink washing a pot, and I started crying about my mother so hard I had to sit down on the kitchen floor. There was a girl I knew in 1946, 80 years ago. I could not tell you her last name. I think about her almost every day. It does not go in order. Nobody tells you that. Grief just wanders around in there and pulls things off the shelf whenever it wants. Now, I have made this sound like a prison sentence, and it is not. And I would be lying to you if I stopped here. There are things about 93 that are better than anything I had at 40. Fear is gone. All of it. Just gone. I have not worried about what one single person thinks of me since about 2011. You cannot buy that and you cannot rush it. And when it arrives, it is like somebody took a coat off you that you had been wearing for 60 years. Small things got enormous. A good tomato is an event around here. Sun coming through that front window onto my arm in the afternoon is worth the whole day. When you have got less of everything, what is left gets louder. And I can read a person in about 4 seconds. I do not know how. 93 years of faces, I suppose. My granddaughter brings a young man around, and I know inside of a minute, and I'm right. And I do not say anything unless she asks. And I never rehearse a conversation anymore. I used to lie in bed and practice what I was going to say to somebody. Never once do that now. I just say the thing. Life gets very simple when you stop drafting. Now, two things and I will let you go. And these are for the younger ones watching. The first, do not ask an old person if they need anything. I will say no. Every time. Every old person you know will say no. It is a reflex and it is pride, and you will never get a straight answer out of us. Do not ask. Just come. Come, sit down. Bring nothing. Stay 40 minutes. That is the whole thing. The second one is the important one. And I have been building up to it this entire time. If you have got an old person in your life, put your hands on them. Hug them hello and hug them goodbye. Take their arm, crossing the parking lot even if they do not need it. Sit close enough on the couch that your shoulder is against theirs. You have no idea how long it has been. You have no idea. That old man in your family might not have been touched by another human being since Easter. And he will never in 100 years tell you that. And neither will I, except that I am telling all of you right now. Because it is easier to say it to strangers. That is what nobody tells you. Not the aches, not the memory, the quiet, and the not being touched. If you stayed with me all the way through this, then you are somebody's good egg. Press that like button and go on and subscribe, because there will be more of these. And tell me in the comments where you are watching from. And tell me one more thing if you would. Tell me who the old person is in your life. Just their first name. I would like to see all those names in one place. I read every single one. And this week, go put your hand on them. This has been Dolores, 93 years old, Philadelphia, 53 years married, and I have got the hairdresser Friday. Goodbye now.